It's been 6.5 years since Panasonic announced the S1 and the S1R, their first full-frame cameras. Is Panasonic getting ready to make a big announcement before CP Plus in Japan? Will we get to see the S1 II, the S1R II, or the S1H successor? Or is Panasonic about to frustrate us once again? I'll answer these questions in this video, but first, I have a simple and yet humble request. Please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, it helps this channel grow, but most importantly, it keeps you up to date on the latest camera gear. According to Rumors, the Panasonic S1R successor will be announced on February the 25th. Rumors goes on to say that they don't have any specifications, but believe we may also get a lens announcement. It was September 2018. Panasonic teased us about the S1 and the S1R. But here we are. It's now February of 2025. And if you're counting, that's 6.5 long years. I know it's not exactly 6.5 years, but by the time we actually have the camera in our hands, by the time it starts shipping, mark my words, it will be 6.5 long years. And this isn't the first time that Panasonic's made us wait. They made us wait 5 long years before getting the GH6. But making customers, loyal customers, wait 5 to 7 years for a refresh is one sure way to lose customers, especially when the competition is releasing cameras every 2 to 4 years. The Nikon Z8, as well as the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, show us that a camera company can actually combine a very solid stills camera and a video camera all in a single camera. I've long speculated that Panasonic should actually combine the S1 and the S1R successor into a single camera, and that with Panasonic's long history with creating video-centric cameras, we'd be better served by releasing the S1H successor long before the S1R successor. But if we are getting the S1R successor, will it match the capabilities of the Sony a7 IV, the Canon EOS R6 Mark II, or the more recent Nikon Z6 Mark III? I certainly hope not. I mean, the a7 IV is about to get refreshed with the a7 V, and the Canon EOS R6 Mark II about to be refreshed with the EOS R6 Mark III. And of course, the Nikon Z6 Mark III is relatively new, but still, these are below where the capabilities should be for the S1H Mark II. I mean, after all, when this camera was announced, it was announced at a price point of $36.99. I can't see Panasonic playing it safe, not after 6 years. Not if they're going to make us wait another 7 years for a refresh. So what do you think? Do you think that Panasonic's actually going to announce the S1R successor along with a lens and nothing else? No nod to an S1H Mark II? Well, actually, I know what you're thinking. According to a poll that I just published, the vast majority of you actually want to see the Panasonic S1H successor before the S1 successor or the S1R successor. Panasonic, if you are about to announce the S1R Mark II on February the 25th along with a lens, well, that's great. However, just a bit of advice. I'd recommend announcing the S1H Mark II alongside it, or at least tease us and let us know that the S1H Mark II isn't too far away. I get it. When you announce the S1 and the S1R, we had to wait some 6 months before you announced the S1H. But you've already made us wait 6.5 years for the S1 and the S1R. I'm not sure that the customer base wants to wait any longer. Not when the competition is refreshing their cameras every 2 to 4 years. And for you, a Panasonic loyal customer, how do you feel? As a Canon customer, a Nikon customer, What do you think about the S1R Mark II? What type of camera do you think this should be? And do you think there's a greater need for an S1R successor over the S1H successor? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I am a little bit puzzled. We had rumors last year indicating that the S1R, well, the S1R Mark II is coming out soon in early 2025 in Q1. And I thought that was a little bit strange because all the rumors leading up to that point had suggested that it was the S1H Mark II that was in the highest demand. I was really curious to see if there's actually a greater need for a GH8 than the S1R Mark II or even the S1 Mark II. Because quite clearly what this poll is showing is that the S1H Mark II is the camera that the people want. Anyhow, thank you so much for tuning in. Have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and we'll see you again soon. With CP Plus coming in just about 3 weeks, I'm expecting that news is going to come fast and furious. Remember that when it comes to CP Plus, it's the largest and the most popular photo and video trade show of the first quarter. In fact, some would say of the entire year. This is where companies like to announce their new products, their new cameras, lenses, and accessories. But oddly enough, a lot of the major announcements don't happen at the show. They actually happen in the week preceding the announcement, starting on Sunday. And we actually saw this several years ago. Remember the GH6? It was teased at CES, and I believe it actually happened on February the 24th. I think it was a Tuesday. Then there was the OM1. It was announced, I think, the same day or a day before. They were both being announced at the same time. It was a really crazy February. Those two cameras were driving all the news. But we also have the Mavic 4 Pro drone and the Mavic 4 Pro Cine. So there's that as well. But there's also, I don't think we're going to get anything from Nikon, but Sony's been awfully quiet. We are getting some lenses from Sony, but what about the A7 IV, the A7 S3, the FX3? I don't think we're going to see an FX3 refresh, but things are being quiet. And of course, Canon with that 200 to 500 millimeter f4 and the R6 Mark III, as well as a refresh of their compact camera line due in the first half. And of course, a refresh of the APS-C line, a complete redesign, a significant redesign of that line in the second half. Boy, 2025 looks to be very interesting. And I haven't even gotten into politics yet. And I'm not. This is a politic-free channel. Anyhow, once again, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. And if you are looking at buying any camera gear, I've got about 20 to 30 sales on right now of bodies and lenses. If you do use these affiliate links, just a bit of a disclosure, I could get a commission of anywhere from 2 to 5% back, which literally supports this channel, keeps the lights on, and it's very much appreciated. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a great weekend. Cheers.